Hello and welcome on www.thepapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, and also on Swishing the Nets. A lot of basketball happening in Sri Lanka at the start of the year 2017. Of course, the 51st Senior Nationals is going to start on the second week of February. And most important calendar event for basketball in Sri Lanka is the 3-on-3 World Cup that we will be participating in France this year. And to discuss about that, to talk about that, we have with us Christy Maridasan, Director 3-on-3 Development of the Sri Lanka Basketball Federation. Welcome on thepapare.com, Christy. Let's talk about this 3-on-3 World Cup. First, tell us how has been the journey so far for Sri Lanka. How did you get selected to the World Cup?
Yes, thank you, papare.com. I think you would have witnessed we had these 3-on-3 organized for the Sabah region, that all the South Asian. We had it at Gateway International last year, and it was the first time that we beat India. And from there onwards, there were a lot of invitation us to participate on 3-on-3 programs. So the national team went to Qatar. By then, we had the under 18 last year. So the two schools, especially Asian International and these Good Shepherd Common Container, they made their way to play in the Asia Cup. And with the ranking, and this year we have been given chance to play in the under 18 3-on-3 Asia Cup. That's for the under 18 girls and boys. Then we qualified for the Open Men's World Championship that's been held in France. Likewise, we got another invitation for the Asia Cup. That's first time we had the Open. That means the men and women will be participating in November. So the ranking in Sri Lanka has gone up by playing a lot of tournaments. So our future plan is we need to have these all over the district. So we are already done with Badiklo. They had their tournament. So following in November, December, we need to finish about 22, 25 matches us to get more ranking in the world.
It's all based on the activity that has happened in Sri Lanka that we qualified into the World Championship. Let's talk about the squad. Have you finalized the squad? How's the progress? When will the selections happen?
Yeah, we have started the under 18 will start on February. Already the letters have been sent to schools. So we have leg 1 and leg 2. So the qualifier from leg 1 will play in the leg 2, and it is a points ranking system. And the winning, the rank #1 team, the boys will play in the Asia Cup, that's in May, and the girls also will take part in Asia Cup. And the men's, as you said, 51st Senior National is happening second week of February. As soon as that is over, in April, we'll be having the first leg and the second leg to select the men and the women. So I think only the men have been qualified for the World Cup because there is no tournament held for women. So we are looking into that, and we are like on the first week of April, we'll be having the men and the women playing for the 3-on-3 to qualify for the World Cup.
The Asia Cup and the World Cup, two important tournaments. So on the federation side, how have you planned the practice schedules? Have you have any plans with the coaches after the selections happen, after the squads are finalized? How have you planned the practice schedules to be held?
Yes, as soon as we select the best team, which toward the Asia Cup, so the practitioners will be at Royal College Indo Basketball Court and Gateway Rajagiriya. So that will continue up till end of May before they leave the country. So that's a training schedule which has already been communicated towards schools.
Apart from the normal practice schedules, what more have the federation done to uplift the standards, maybe mentally, of these players, because they are participating to a World Championship and this is the first time that Sri Lanka is participating. So from the federation side, what are the special measures you have taken to uplift the standards?
Yeah, we are like, as I said, April first week will be taking the final, the Open men and women as to when they've been declared the champs. So we need to have them in a camping where there's a new program called the Fast Track done by the 3-on-3 FIBA Asia. So that's especially they are targeting the under 18 for the 2020 Olympics. So as soon as the girls tournament is over, the boys and the girls, there will be 32 players selected from year 1999 up to 2001. So the selectors been notified that they need to select 32 players. That 32 players will be in a camping where we have 2 national camps, and they'll be taken for 2 international camps. So then we exchange players, and that's for the next 4 years program. So the ministry is with us, and they will help us to get this camp going on, and the stakeholders also helping us, and That's it for the next 4 years.
Now, based on the activities, Sri Lanka got selected this time for the World Cup, and this 3-on-3 format has developed immensely in the Sri Lankan basketball fraternity. So, apart from the World Cup and the Asia Cup, what are the fixtures or the plans that the Federation has to sustain this development in the country?
Yeah, as I told you before, like we need to expand this towards districts. Like say now, as I told you, Betiklo, we are already done. So we are moving to other districts like Jaffna, Polonnaruwa, Mullaitivu. Those areas are now they have been into basketball. Even Polonnaruwa, as I told you, the 51st Senior Nationals Level 3 that will be held in Polonnaruwa, and Level 2 will be held in Kandy. So where our plan is where we need to take the 3-on-3 towards districts, and that where we expand, and there when you play towards those areas, we get the ranking, and there will be more. Where at present Sri Lanka is ranking number 34, so we need to come up in, because that's only where, because when you look at other games like the national side, the guys are still at Sabah level, and the girls are at FIBA Asia. So only thing where we could get to the World Cup is only the 3-on-3. So the federation are keen on the 3-on-3 because where we play with the other countries. So that's where we pump a lot of effort, and we try to get these guys to girls to get to participate in the 3-on-3 development programs.
I'm sure there has been a lot of people who have been involved in this main activity to do more games. There has been a lot of team with you who has helped you to come to this point. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, first of all, I need to say a big thank you for our stakeholders, especially FIBA Asia coming to sponsor us and giving us invitation. Then comes the NOC, that's National Olympic Committee, where they give us the go-ahead to get all these tournaments. Then the Sri Lanka Basketball Federation, then we have the Sports Ministry, and of course, ThePapare.com. I think for the last about a decade, there were nobody to sponsor and get these live updates, what's happening in Sri Lanka with the basketball. So that's why I told you the media is main with us. Media need to promote basketball in Sri Lanka. So I say a big thank you to ThePapare.com, because even when you look at the under-19 last year, it was a successful tournament because it was like a rugby match happening at Indrapesi Stadium when you all sponsored the under-19 boys and girls. So likewise, I need to say a big thank you to ThePapare.com for all the efforts and the goodwill that given us to build basketball in Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much, Christy, for joining with us today and speaking about this 3-on-3 program on the Federation aspect, what you have planned for the upcoming World Cup. And quick reminder for you all, you can catch all the live updates of the 51st Senior Nationals tournament that's starting on the 2nd of Feb and going until the 18th of February, which will end with the finals of the Level 1. That's the Colombo matches that's been played at Henry Pedris Police Park, Amal International, and of course at Otters Aquatic Club. Reminding you that that's a wrap on this week's Swishing the Nets. Until next time, keep sharing the passion together with us.